What is going on, guys? We are back for our next walkthrough. We've decided to play Batman the Telltale Series. This is going to be our part 1 on our walkthroughs. Pretty simple game, but it's similar storyline. I thought I'd get through this game and hope you enjoy it. It's a bit of Batman. I haven't played Batman games in years. Once we get through this game, then obviously we're going to decide what the next one after that will be. I just need to fix this camera, guys. Alright, there you go. I think it's fixed now. Happy days. But yeah, we will be getting into the Classic Edition. Use default choices. Hang on, lad. Let me get into my chats. Set up my chats now. Right, you're free to say whatever you like on my chats. I've set it up. Welcome to my stream. Right, so do we want to use default choices or continue the story? Go to episode 1 to start your journey. Choose continue your story to add a backstory from previous seasons. Right, we want to go back to the very start. We have played this game before, but we want to get right to the start. There we go. Actually fix my camera now. It starts from episode 1. Adjust the slider so the bat symbol is barely visible. Okay. Select a bat tech color: blue, red, yellow or purple. I'm going to go with yellow because it's my favorite color and I'm wearing the yellow, so gotta go with that. Blue. Ah, too late, pal. Gotta go with yellow because it's my favorite colour, man. I like the darker yellow note. Not this kind of yellow, a darker yellow. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
That's the Riddler. The Viraga. Okay, looks like we're in some kind of casino.
Lucky 13! There it is.
Romy Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocents. A masterful performance. I wonder if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
I forget who I am. You can become the role model. We all hide our true selves.
We all wear masks in public. Every day is 1,000 little performances.
Perhaps, but some are more encompassing than others.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Maury's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing, meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Maury is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
Something with a microphone.
The back computer can intercept his communications.
Okay, let's
Hotel
try
security
this.
are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Maury counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is.
Okay, let's have a
He
look
certainly
at
enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
this. We're gonna go here this time.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Maury's conversation. Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
So you want to listen to Maury's cell phone?
Al, I'm hacking into Maury's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Maury's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos.
Not my type.
Someplace
Looking for a
for
thrill. I'm
my
undercover.
lovers
Looking for a
I'm
thrill.
looking for something different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end.
The Riddler.
And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Maury. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce.
Go away. Come with me.
You think
Meet me
your
outside.
gibberish intimidates me?
Hello?
That's him. You
Come with
Stay
me.
close and keep your head down.
Excuse me?
Bullets are about to fly.
Okay.
No one threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap. Let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Gruesome.
Now, let's get started.
get out of there. Get your suit.
Rest in peace. I agree. That was a brutal death, wasn't it? Oh well.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
Okay.
Okay.
That's a gentleman for you guys. That is a gentleman. No more security. I agree.
Run.
The security have been destroyed.
What you did to that man. Locking him out like that. How did you do that? I had a different impression of you from TV. You never seemed
I
that...
told you to run. Keep this quiet, okay?
You
Keep this
just
quiet.
keep that to yourself. Every man needs a little mystery, don't you think? After all, I have the image of a dissolute playboy to maintain.
Your secret's safe with me. Thank you.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
Hee, she says, thanks, then legs it. Exactly, pal. She wanted to try and, she wasn't very subtle with that, was she? Fair point.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Turn into the Batman, lads. Turn into the Batman. Interesting little segment then. So we've met our first enemy, which is the Riddler. I mean, obviously we could have took him, but I think we were trying to protect that woman. So that was probably why. Oh, there we go, the Riddler's here.
Please,
so
please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll
okay.
need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that...
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly. It's the kind of conundrum that drives you to distraction. Rattling around like a rat in your skull. Once it's in there, oh, it never gives you a moment's peace. Believe me.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Who am I? My head, I'm vengeance. Absolutely, pal. You've got to be vengeance in Batman.
But don't
Or do
think
we
you
take
can
this
just
guard?
I will get bored. You won't like that.
Ah, we come at him from this direction, do we? Is there anything else to look at before we go over there?
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint?
Give me an answer.
How are they not seeing the drone? It's so obvious.
Batman,
I thought that.
we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears.
Hit them with tear gas.
We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
That's brutal,
I'll clear a
man.
path. Wait for my signal.
Give them hell. We're counting on you.
Rush, grapple, rush. Slam into, tear off. Nice one.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Anchor.
Hiya, Bats. The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open. With pleasure.
I'd like to see you try, pal. I'd like to see you try. Tie him down, shock him. We've got to shock him. That come as a shock, didn't it, pal?
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back, and I'm taking what's mine.
You don't know me.
You don't know me, Riddler. You have no idea what you're up against.
You must think you're so special. You're not the first hero I've put down. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. I expected more of a battle from you, Batman. Something longer. More of a match of wits. While my men mop up what passes for law enforcement in this town. It would have been a little hard to deal with you both at the same time. But no cause to hold back now. You surprised me a little with how quickly you arrived. But just a little.
No way. That didn't just happen, did it? Okay. Get the red card merchant to break their legs so they can't move, then do a flying elbow to the face. Looks like we're going to have to do that next time, if we can. You have to try again, for some reason.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back.
So let's go with your yesterday's news now.
Gotham has forgotten you, Riddler. Crawl back under your rock before you get hurt.
Says the man with a hook at his throat. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that.
Warden, now!
Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day. Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Close.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
I believe in justice.
Let him die.
I believe in justice. Maury deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice? Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
Bro looks like Ben 10. I agree, pal. Does look like Ben 10, the older version. Roundhouse.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Go with were we meant to press them all at the same time? I'm assuming. Ben 69, yeah, probably Ben 74. To be fair.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
He should be dead by the amount of blood. I agree. But, you know, that's the logic of the Riddler. So we have to press them all at the same time. L2. Okay. Nice
You
job.
should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Trophy earned, all in a day's work. Happy days. Batman, the enemy within. Happy days. You know, now that I say this, I can't remember playing this specific section, so it'd be interesting if they have updated their game. That would be amazing, to be fair. I love how it conveniently stops 2 centimeters away. That's the Riddler for you, innit? Scan. We want to scan it first.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Mystery box. Let's take it. An item has been added to your inventory. A puzzle box. Okay.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye on the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
He's arrogant.
Arrogance like that will be his undoing. He keeps showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourself. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
I haven't had the pleasure.
I haven't had the pleasure of an introduction, Miss...
A pleasure, huh? Most people don't usually call it that.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that main for some time. No one knows more about it than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
Never
I've
heard
never heard of this agency.
I'll take that as a compliment. We like to keep a low profile.
That means she operates from the shadows.
As do you. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly, and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
Seems that way to me. We should work together to bring Riddler in.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut
I
it.
got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Mori while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh, I thought she was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
Riddler's just insane. They had some kind of deal.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger. The chaos,
unavoidable.
the energy.
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
I think I know you a little better now.
Avesta made a note in her file.
Touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
Episode 1. Nice. The Enigma. Right, sorry, Paul, I had to wait for them to finish talking. I want to see the Joker. When you fell, there was a Marvel crossover, aka Gwen Stacy. I hate that woman. Yeah, that that woman did seem a bit up her own arse, didn't she, to be fair? Right, we're at Wayne Manor now. Very nice.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Classical ambient jazz. We're gonna go with some classical music.
Can't go wrong with the classics.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Awesome. So we can now interact with our character, which is pretty dope. Can we go back this way? No. Looks like that's the only area we can go. Okay, so we've got Catwoman.
Selina. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Selina Kyle, thief for hire. Selina Kyle came to Gotham to perform a number of robberies for the children of Arkham. though she eventually helped me stop them. She left Gotham during Lady Arkham's final assault on the city, and I don't know whether she'll ever return. Despite our differences, I enjoyed sparring with her. Okay. Harvey Dent, corrupt mayor of Gotham, aka Two-Face. Harvey Dent was once a promising mayoral candidate and one of my closest friends. I supported his campaign and his vision for Gotham. After he was attacked by the children of Arkham, he became Two-Face, a violent and deeply paranoid criminal. During his brief stint as mayor, he used his authority to enforce martial law throughout the city. We got Penguin. Oswald Cobblepot, revolutionary. Oswald Cobblepot was a terrorist, anarchist, and my oldest friend. Born to one of Gotham's most prestigious families, he lived abroad after his mother was committed to Arkham Asylum by my father. He returned to Gotham to join the children of Arkham, seeking revenge on my family for destroying his. Interesting. Lady Arkham, Vicky Vale, terrorist leader. Vicky Vale was a well-known and respected reporter at the Gotham Gazette. But she was born Vicky Arkham, a victim of my father's criminal activities. She created her alter ego, Lady Arkham, and a terrorist organization, the Children of Arkham, to destroy Gotham's elites. I defeated her, but I don't know if she's alive or dead. Her body was never found. Okay. So this is interesting, guys, because what I can tell you is all those enemies are what we were meant to be involved in this whole game. So now that I know there's a new part, because I thought it was a bit weird that the starting sequence wasn't what I remembered. So I'm actually playing a game which is, it's the same game, Batman Telltale Series, but a different part to it. It looks like it's been updated. But what I can tell you is, I think that's pretty awesome. I'm playing a game now where I have no idea what's going to happen. So,
no explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that. It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
I'll try to.
Alfred, it's clearly a problem. You should get it looked at.
Well, as you say, Bruce, it'll pass. Working always helps.
If you guys don't know, which you won't know, basically Alfred was kidnapped by Lady Arkham and they nearly killed him. So that is why he is a bit... That's why he was like that, basically. And look at these.
Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned. It's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive, and he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself be caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
To get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
No, his victims
His
need help.
victims are the ones who need help.
I'll concede you have a point.
What was that? You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Okay, we've looked at the Riddler files. Look at the agency files now. Or agency data.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
That man's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job.
Waller seems dangerous.
The Riddler's a flashy, homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days.
Because I get the feeling, I don't know, it's just one of those feelings. I don't know the storyline. I've literally just told you guys I've not played this far into the game. I didn't know there was a section to this, but there we go. It's always good to have new surprises. But I get the feeling by the way she was acting, it was a bit suspicious. She could just be a really arrogant person, but we will find out. I want to look at all this codex. Okay, James Gordon. Over the past year, my partnership with Jim has flourished. I finally won his trust and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden in the shadows, but Jim has helped me step into the light and find legitimacy. For that, I'm grateful. I think Jim is finally settling into his new role as police commissioner. It's been a difficult transition and I don't think he'll ever be comfortable with the tragic way he received his promotion. But I trust he'll use his newfound authority that makes no sense. It should say to make this city a better place. The game developers are trying to mess my brain up here. To make this city, that makes no sense, pal. Gotham is lucky to have him, and so am I. I couldn't ask for a better partner. Okay, so that's Commissioner Gordon. Renee Montoya. Things are looking up for Jim Gordon's favourite true blue cop. Renee Montoya was recently promoted to detective after she was exonerated of the murder of Carmine Falcone. Now, if you've never played the game before, Falcone was a businessman in the last Telltale Series episodes, where we met the other guys who were obviously like the Penguin. You've got Two-Face, and we obviously had Catwoman there as well. And obviously Falcone was murdered, I think, by the Penguin after he had basically a lot of information on the Penguin, and the Penguin wasn't into his mafia business, if I remember. So he obviously got murdered because he knew a lot. It was evidence I provided that proved that she was under the influence of Lady Arkham's drug when she committed the crime. I admire Renee's dedication to law enforcement and fierce loyalty to Jim. It's evident that she lives for her work, often at the cost of her personal life. Sounds like a problem we both share. Lucius Fox. There'd be no Batman without Lucius Fox, another guy that helped us in the series. He was there when Batman was basically getting taken over. His mansion was getting taken over basically by the government, because basically the Penguin was making up false allegations that the Batman was a murderer, and everything was taken off him basically. And Lucius Fox was one of those people that hid Batman's equipment in his own apartment. In a sense, he's built me from Batsuit to Batmobile. Everything I am, everything I've become, I owe to him. He was the one making the suits as well in Batman's company before it got took over. A brilliant engineer and trusted confidant, Lucius is one of the few people I can depend on in this world. In addition to being Wayne Enterprises' technological leader, I've entrusted him to run a secret R&D wing where he designs and develops new Bat-Tech. Alfred Pennyworth. I'm not my father's son, I am Alfred's. After my mother and father were murdered, he was the one who did the hard work of raising me. It couldn't have been easy for him making sure he instilled the right values and steered me away from the vices of my father. Steadfast, true and compassionate, Alfred knows me better than anybody. Certainly better than I know myself. He's my moral compass and my best friend. Now this describes what happened. Last year he was kidnapped by Lady Arkham. I'm still riddled with guilt over what happened. I just hope he can recover from the emotional trauma of the ordeal. Eman Avesta. It was Special Agent Eman Avesta who handed me the psychological profile of Riddler. I don't know much about her other than that she's a Gotham's native and seems to have the confidence of Amanda Waller. She's also a huge fan of Batman, which is somewhat relieving. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in further dealings with the agency. Amanda Waller. I got my first glimpse at Amanda Waller outside the casino after Riddler's grisly attack on Rumi Mori. A former congressional aide and political science PhD, Waller's impressible ambition has shot her straight to the top of the government's top covert law enforcement organization. The agency, she recently been promoted to regional director with a jurisdiction that spans the entire northeastern United States, including Gotham City. Okay. Gordon doesn't like her that much is clear, understandable. She's a force of nature who's threatening his turf. I just wish I knew more about her intentions towards Gotham. She seems like she could be a powerful friend, but an even more powerful enemy. Don't want to trust her yet. Vernon Blake, Special Agent Vernon Blake, or Special Agent Blake, Avesta's 10th partner. I met him at Batman after Riddler's attack on the casino. Not much to say about him at the moment. The Riddler. The Riddler is an old name in Gotham, one we thought was gone for good. He was dangerous enough that even Carmine Falcone, Mayor Hill and my father left him alone. An international terrorist wanted by Interpol and hunted by the agency. The Riddler's modus operandi is to torture and kill his marks by forcing them to solve his macabre riddles. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. According to the agency's profile on him, Riddler's got a genius level IQ and exhibits signs of narcissism or narcissistic and obsessive compulsive personality disorder. OCD. That's basically is. He's cruel, calculating and merciless, and I will bring him down. Rumi Mori. There are two sides to Rumi Mori, the face he shows to the public and the person he really are. The person he keeps in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of polite society. Mori wants everyone to believe he's a model citizen. He paints his public persona with philanthropy and a seemingly legitimate business empire. But take a closer look behind the mask and you'll catch a glimpse of the real Rumi Mori. War profiteer and murderer. He made his fortune running guns during the Arab Spring and soon after diversified into high technology weaponry. Okay. Of course, Mori's illicit activities have never been proven in the court of law. Riddler has some bone to pick with Mori, perhaps that's why he targeted him at the Virago. It's not surprising a man like him would have enemies. I wonder how he had made one of the Riddler. The Agency. One of the nation's most clandestine national security organizations, the Agency operates in the darkest shadows of the criminal justice system. Not much is known about their day-to-day operations, but what little information I can dig up about them is that the Agency's influence is awe-inspiring, stretching across international borders and reaching the highest echelons of political power. You've got a few. I'm not sure why it's literally pulling up every character, but we'll carry on going through this list. Thomas Wayne. My father and possibly the worst criminal this city has ever known, Thomas Wayne. I once thought he was a hero, a man who died trying to protect my mother and from the bullets of a common crook. So he was protecting his mother as well as him. I was wrong. I found out the truth about my father not long ago. He wasn't the philanthropist doctor he pretended to be. He was a monster who amassed our family's wealth by drugging and gaslighting Gotham's wealthiest families and robbing them of their fortunes. He devastated lives and destroyed minds. To rob someone of their sanity is one of the worst things you can do as a person. I would know Lady Arkham robbed me of mine as recompense for my father's sins. So she was basically committing the crimes out of revenge because Thomas Wayne killed her father. I hope that debt is paid. I want nothing more than to leave his dark legacy to the past. Martha Wayne. My mother was the mystery. I witnessed her and my father's assassination when I was just a child. Some memories of her and a few and far between, but I cherish every one. It's unclear what she knew or how involved she was with my father's crimes, but there's a part of me who wants to believe the best about her. Maybe she was left in the dark, maybe she tried to stop him, I just don't know. I need to believe that there is a part of me that is good, and that part is my mother. Gotham City, population 10.5 million. Gotham City is more than my hometown, it's my passionate project. When I look out onto the skyline, I don't see a city, I see a living, breathing organism that keeps evolving, adapting for new threats. I must adapt with it. The criminals this place attracts are no different. There was a time where all you had to worry about was wise guys and street thugs, but crime too has evolved. The crime rate might be down, but the villains are becoming more and more bizarre, more terrifying. Sometimes I think crime is a virus that keeps mutating into more virulent, I've never heard of that word before, strains, and the city is sick with it. I think that says, I let Batman be the cure. Could be wrong. How many more of these is there? So we've only got 4 more. So we don't want to be reading the whole paragraphs through our stream, guys. Okay. Established November 1921. Gotham City only maximum security psychiatric hospital. I was committed here for a couple of days after I was drugged by Lady Arkham and was incited to attack Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. So this place doesn't exactly hold the best memories for me. Staying in this place was a nightmare. The building was falling apart. The patients were violent and unhinged. This place is a tomb and it deserves to be forgotten about and buried. Wayne Enterprises. Established 1870. Multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of technology, manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my parents and have recently become more involved in its day-to-day operations. So far so good, stocks are up and Wayne Enterprises R&D department is developing some pretty exciting new technologies. Crime Alley, Park Row, Gotham City. The squalid downtown alley where my parents were assassinated, the street across from the Monarch Theatre, is the place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began, violently. I installed a plaque there to honour my parents before I knew the truth of my father's criminality. Okay, the last one, guys, before we actually continue with the game now. Gotham City Police Department HQ. The GCPD is Gotham's first line of defense against criminals both mundane and bizarre. When mobster Carmine Falcone was in power, he kept at least half the force in his pocket, but not all of them. James Gordon was one of few he couldn't corrupt. Since Falcone and Mayor Hill were taken down, Gordon had worked to clean up the corruption in the department. Crime rates has fallen dramatically since Gordon took over as police commissioner. Partnering with Wayne Enterprises has given the GCPD access to better equipment and support, helping the force rebuild after last year's attack. The children of Arkham and former Mayor Harvey Dent targeted Gotham's finest last year. Harvey Dent is Two-Face. With our help, the force is back where it should be. Since the children use Wayne Tech to infiltrate the GCPD, it's the least we could do. Guys, that was absolutely... I didn't realise we were reading a whole story by reading the codex, but there you go. We've actually gotten past that now. So we want to go on Gotham feed. Gotham Media Feed. Gotham Citizen supports GCPD Batman partnership by Julia Martins. Okay. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the Gotham City Police Department's public partnership with a masked vigilante known as Batman has been a rousing success with the city's population. Across the board, crime in the Gotham City limits have been down from the previous year, with violent crimes hitting a record low. Though some of the city council has raised concern about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law, it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. Quotation mark. I don't care who he is, I care that he makes things safer, quotation mark, said grocery store owner Wayne Barton, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in recent months. Council member Gail Rich is sympathetic to business owners like Barton, but she maintains, quotation mark, until we know who this Batman is, I don't think we can ever truly be safe, quotation mark. Wayne Enterprises stock hits record high by Mark Phillips. We've got a bit to read here as well, guys, and then I think we finally have done it. Wayne Enterprises stock hits a record high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing its previous high of $115 per share over a year ago. The record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to the company as CEO last year following his brief ouster. Wayne was removed from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and being briefly admitted to Arkham Asylum. Wayne has since claimed the assault was the side effect of a drug injection at the hands of former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, aka, Lady Arkham, who conducted criminal business under the name Lady Arkham. There you go. Dent trial date pushed back again by Kate Clark. A federal judge has delayed the start of former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several more months following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brandon Hoffman, announced they were recusing themselves in the pre-trial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney has issued on representing himself in the trial. In a statement in court, Hoffman said, quotation mark, "I no longer feel I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability," quotation mark. Judge Harriet Stokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 more months while Dent prepared his case. This is the 4th delay to the trial and the 3rd set of attorneys to part way with Dent, who's facing multiple charges of murder, criminal negligence and fraud. Is there more to this? There's 2 more and then we should be done. Gazette investigation. What is the agency? By Julia Martins. Seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter on the streets of Gotham City these days. Multiple sources from law enforcement have confirmed with the Gazette that a mysterious governmental entity known as the Agency have been conducting operations in the city recently. On the record, there is no evidence of any federal crime-fighting organization by this name, but many sources who have requested anonymity has confirmed that the agency has been present at several recent crime scenes and exerted considerable authority. Quotation mark. I have no idea who these people are, but when they show up, they're in charge. Quotation mark. One officer said. Quotation mark. They act like they know what they're doing, but with no way to check their track record, I guess we have to take them at their own word. Quotation mark. Officials say Cobblepot model prisoner by Julia Martins again. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, former Wayne Enterprises CEO and convicted domestic terrorist Oswald Cobblepot is a quotation mark model prisoner, quotation mark, at Blackgate Prison. The man who briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organisation Children of Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised at Cobblepot's decision to forego a hearing in court, but from all accounts he appears to be enjoying his new life in jail. Quotation mark. We don't have a bad thing to say about him, quotation mark, said one Blackgate guard who wishes to remain anonymous. Quotation mark. You get to talking to him and he's actually pretty charming. He's super smart. Quotation mark. What is going on with that? Right. So I'm assuming we want to go back now. After reading the whole dialogue of a story, I felt like I've just read the whole chapter of the whole story, the whole book of a Lord of the Rings story. But there you go, guys. I hope you're still awake. Bloody hell, man.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Okay, we want to open the latch. Interesting compact.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
I have an eye, but cannot see. Who am I? A one-eyed Jack, blind Justice, I have a needle, I have a hurricane. I have an eye, but cannot see. Who am I? I'm gonna go personally with I have a hurricane.
I have a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us. Even if there were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question. If that is indeed the key.
That's a good point. Right, let's say blind justice.
Justice. How it relates to Batman, maybe. Lady Justice is blindfolded to show she's impartial.
She has 2 eyes under the blindfold, though, not 1.
So it's something else.
Okay, we're not doing very well at this. Eye of a needle or a one-eyed jack? Let's go with a one-eyed jack.
He gave this to me at a casino. Card games. Maybe a jack. Specifically a one-eyed jack.
But he's on the card twice, showing both eyes. Besides, he can still see. So it's probably not that.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Did I tell you guys I'm not very good at riddles? Did I tell you I'm not very good at riddles? Find something to use the disc with. Okay.
Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound!
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius along the way.
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope you're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne's Tower in a little bit. We'll fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually going to be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
Access the Bat computer anytime by entering the Bat cave from the main menu. Okay.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Trophy earned. New game in town. New trophy. Wayne Tower. Okay.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with how our partnership with GCPD is going. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the Arkham remodel. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Something for Lucius, none of your business. Tax papers.
Some tax papers. Accounting is doing an audit or something.
Well, you shouldn't have to be burdened with that. I can take them.
It's okay. I got it.
Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I want to keep a low profile, not a profile. A low profile, because
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
No, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is.
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look... You look...
I think the word we're looking for is badass.
No. That is definitely not what I meant.
I'm the resident badass around here. Thank you very much.
You just said that out loud.
See, Bruce? It's her first day, and I'm already embarrassing her.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together is kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
Why not?
If you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he's having some issues with his health.
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angry with me and Luke about that incident with the China.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinner.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her. She's family after all.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Are you still on episode 1? This takes so long to speech.
Yes.
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down at my office. Whenever you get down here.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Make yourself comfortable.
Please, come in. Make yourself at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
Don't worry. This won't take long. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe.
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
Answer the phone.
How's it going down there?
I left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler? That psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane, they seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm not sure I like where this conversation is going.
This probably isn't gonna help. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
The
We
Joker.
understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
There you go, Louis, pal. I'm sure we get along.
Friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zsasz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
You've been misinformed.
I don't care what you saw. You weren't there. You don't know what happened.
I realize that was an unpleasant time for you. We're not here to dredge up ancient history.
Then why are you asking about him?
John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
That's creepy.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
All you do is hide. Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us. I might still be able to disable it, but...
Just stay calm.
Lucius, just stay calm, okay? I'm gonna get you out of here.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius!
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
Nah, man. Trophy in. Goodbye, old friend.
14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The GCPD is opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You held us together. I miss you, old friend. I'll look out for your family. I'll look out for your family.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
As long as he is stopped. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes. She can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Now you feel he's in a better place than anything I can do.
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to
His work was important.
I know it's no consolation, but the work your father was doing, it was important.
More important than family.
That's not what I meant.
Well, what did you mean?
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
It's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me. For my own sanity.
I can't share that with you, Tiffany. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I mean, it is need to know.
I need to know. Bruce, I need answers.
And I can't give them to you.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Seems like we fucked up there. Big time.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame.
Oh man, that's some...
With a bang, right? Now, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father?
Well, no, but judging by all... Whoa. What the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Jeez, Bruce, that's quite a grip. Don't leave a bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd hear it. See, I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see.
People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like I'm a... Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
How did you get out? Oh my god, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a soft spot for me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
Exactly who you needed at so many points in your lives. And now...
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot riding on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This here between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
If I ever get my hands on him, I will tear him apart.
Oh, you don't know how glad that makes me, Bruce. You and me, we've got the same taste in people. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
His hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I already said I need your friends, John. Now tell me what you know.
Jeez. Well, that much to you? Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
The Batman teaming up with the Joker. Not something you see every day. Trophy earned, a friend in need. Happy days. GCPD.
Enjoying the view.
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne has a talent for finding himself in the crosshairs.
You can say that again. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Okay, so we want to scan 43rd Street.
Looks like gang activity's heating up along 43rd.
I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
Okay. Scan 46th. Yeah, we want to go as 46th Street.
Construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. With nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
Okay, so it must be 44th Street.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
The way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing. And I mean nothing to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you were the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
Keep her in the dark.
I don't want Waller involved. You and I can handle Riddler. Just like it's always been.
Glad to see we're on the same page. We gotta watch out for her. She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come out.
Okay, so we made a few interesting decisions. We've teamed up with Joker, but we've also gone against Waller. Now we're in the East End. Nice one.
No one's home.
I kept Waller and her agency people out of the loop on this. It's just the two of us.
We can handle this without her.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
Okay, so we've kept Waller out, which I think is the right decision. Let's have a look at all these chippings.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you.
Okay, we're following the arrow down. One of Riddler's games again, by the looks of things.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Someone's died or been killed.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
Okay.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock. Or a sudden jolt.
Pretty grim, that.
There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
Yeah, we've seen that. The guy in the cage. Is it Reno, I think his name was?
One shoe is missing.
The soul of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Okay, we're gonna look at the phone.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
Want to leave, get inside. Inspect the evidence at the crime scene. Okay.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me around, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
Means you have to turn the wheel the right way, but not the wrong way. And you will not die from doing that.
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Okay, anything else on the floor?
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
This torture device is different from the one in the casino. It's not designed to sever fingers. Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Okay. Is there anything else to look at here?
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood.
That's the fingers.
Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
We want to link that with his fingers.
The agent must have been looking for the answer at one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Okay. Unfinished chamber.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Okay, we want to link this with the polarized glass up here.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
Okay, an email from Rumi Mori, you win. Alright, I'll take the deal just so long as you stay away from my family. You can pick up the product at the usual place. I remind you that I've complied with all your requests up to this point. After this transaction, we're done. Okay. What about this one?
What does it say? Riddler's not working alone. Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about. He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently they don't like his beef with me. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky, they'll kill each other.
He's got a good point. Okay, stick to the plan from H. For someone so smart, you sometimes act real stupid. These resources were not for you, crackpot feud with Batman. Excuse me. You knew that and you went ahead anyway. All you gain with your games is attention, which we really don't want right now. Stick to the plan, or we'll have to make changes. Okay, we've read that so far.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn them. First, we have to get out of here.
Is there anything else to look at? There is.
That's an agency-issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find.
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
Alright, so we've got that information so far. We've already linked this. So we've linked that. We've linked this. So we want to be linking this.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Alright. So is there anything to look at down here to link together? So we want to link the heated floor. Let's not look at that yet. I think there's something we haven't seen yet.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
So there's nothing else to look here, obviously. We've missed this.
One shoe melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
That's to do with the heated floor, definitely. Right, we want to link this with the heated floor. Happy
The
days.
floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they have them in.
Okay. So that was afterwards, obviously. I think he possibly could have gone into the death chamber. So I'm thinking he's going to go into the death chamber, personally.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
He then went from the murder box to here.
The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost his shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade slashed off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Jim.
Wow, when you put it like that, let's win this game. He's rising, Batman.
Wrong way! That's what that agent did. You gotta crisp up real good, you know.
Almost make out a message.
I'm not kidding, Batman.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
What episode? It's still episode 1, Pop. Oh, we messed up then.
What the hell?
I need to do this again.
You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The Riddler! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Okay, so the one on the left obviously killed us. This one nearly chopped our fingers off, if I remember. So I'm gonna say, let's go with the right side this time. See no evil.
I'm running out of time.
Here, no evil. Let's try this. There we go. Nice.
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
Okay.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes.
They're no friends of mine.
No, they're not. They'll smile to your face to get what they want. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Yeah, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner.
For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Top gang, go
wait
back
for
to
Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Whatever you do, this has to stay between us.
Oh, does it? Because I, what, just happened to stumble into it? I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. If you really think it's important this stays between us, then I won't say a word. Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
Welcome into the stream, Mobile Chaos. My head's a little bit fried because it is early in the morning. Trophy earned, Made of Madness. Okay, we're with Alfred again.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
I couldn't lie.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time.
Yeah.
He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it.
It was the three of us, looking out for each other. Now it's two. I still have you. And we still have each other. I won't always be here, Bruce. I'm sorry. Losing Lucius in such gruesome fashion, it puts me in rather a morbid mood. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it.
Okay, so we want to have a look around. The communications grid monitors cellular activity throughout the city. Okay. So we want to link this with... Let's have a look. So we want to look at cellular activity.
He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Okay.
And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Actually, Al, I'm gonna do this part on my own. Why don't you get us some tea while we work?
Well, if you insist, Bruce.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
Dwayne.
No, no connection there. The two sounds have to be the same.
Riddler. Bruce. Batman?
No, that's not it. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Okay, so let's have a look.
Bruce?
Bruce and Bruce.
Bruce!
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating the launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second-in-command. Eli Mabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually, it sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
I'm gonna go with Maury.
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Mabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
We want to go with Maury because I would rather risk the agency seeing Bruce Wayne than, you know, Gordon not liking Batman, because, you know, Gordon and Batman are very close-knit and we don't want that to be destroyed, so we want to go with Maury.
I'll meet with Maury. I'm sure Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him.
The Virago. Okay.
Waller's people are here, watching Maury. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move. All this attention must be annoying to a man like Mori.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow. No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Mori. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
We have a mutual enemy, Mori. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
You're on his hit list.
You're on his list, Mori. He's gonna hit you with the same weapons you sold him. You and a lot of other people.
I dealt with that maniac. It's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you.
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
I see that you do. He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father, back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
Then you owe me, for my father's sake.
That was a long time ago, and favors go both ways. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. She controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison.
I could do that for you.
I knew I could count on your friendship. A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne. Our agency friends will be back any second. Let's handle this quickly and without disturbance. Everyone gets what they want.
We're going to see agency anyway, so make the transfer.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. That lunatic is not to be trifled with. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
Alfred, I've sent you Maury's information. Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is?
A cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.
Interesting, huh? Interesting. The Lady of Dublin. Okay. Now we do want to pause it there. I'm assuming this is auto-saved, and I obviously don't know why it's gone on a bit too long for me now. I do think, obviously, I do want to end the chapter, but I'm obviously making sure that there is still chapters, because in the first, episodes, they ran for a certain amount of time, and then it went on to chapter 2, for an example, but we need to figure out if that is the same situation, or if we need to end it from our own accord. So let's have a look. Main menu. All unsaved progress will be lost. Cancel. So according to this, guys, unfortunately, leaving to the main menu could possibly erase any unsaved data. So we're going to continue for now, but if I feel the game is going a little bit too long, then we will assess it then. But we're going to carry on for now. I'm assuming it's still chapters.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen? Noise again, are we? Agent. What was your name? Blake?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of. You agency imbeciles really thought you could instead.
A good spot for cover.
Your boss, Waller.
He's about to regret their miscalculations. All your idiot colleagues, too.
And it's hard to blame.
You want to take this guy out by the looks of things?
Competence.
Wait for it.
History of terrible decisions. Your agency has been on my heels far too long.
Don't want him raising an alarm. I'll move when he isn't looking.
I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part
So
of
we
my
don't want to
plan.
take him out because obviously he's out in the open.
You'll see what I mean. You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smart. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
Okay, we've got them all.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. oversized vermin!
Agent Avesta.
More! It's heating up! Thanks, Matt. Hi. Are you all right?
Okay, we've been captured. By the looks of things.
Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Mori was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Mori. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
You're wrong, Riddler. It makes me a hero. It's what makes me different from you.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens! I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's champion of justice will die in an unfair puzzle. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through.
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he needs me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please, don't let him die.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman! Ha! Here's your prize!
Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler! Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
I need to find out where this is gonna go.
You're much too slow, Batman. I think we're through.
I couldn't figure out where it was. It was too quick. Let's try again. I need to figure this out. So we need to link. The Bat Gauntlet. Let's try. There it is.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
So,
use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
Let's do it.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
That would be me.
I am.
What are you doing? Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me. Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
on, we've got to save these. Let's go.
This can't be happening.
Soccer kick. Yeah, let's go with soccer kick.
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
My ears! I can't hear.
It's going to be okay, Iman. It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Hephaestus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it? Must be an uncomfortable feeling.
I did what I had to save Gotham from you. Believe me, I have no regrets.
Give it some time. All the pain Agent Hephaestus suffered. For you. See how well you sleep at night. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed.
You can just get hearing aids.
I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
You need better friends. The term thick as thieves, it's a lie.
I need smarter friends. They were all so small-minded. None of them had vision. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here. They broke the pact.
The pact?
Looks like the Riddler's dead. Yeah.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. Oh, this isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're getting out of it.
Don't worry about it, Jim.
How am I not gonna worry? Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane. I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is dead. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how, but I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Mori got out of Gotham all by himself. Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
You can't demote me.
I just did. Don't like it? Go cry to the governor.
I'm loyal to Gordon Waller. Don't expect me to start taking your calls.
I'm not asking you for your cooperation, Batman. I'm ordering it. When you understand what we're facing, you'll come around. Take some vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still in this together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything to share.
I'll trust you, fam.
Do your own dirty work, Waller. You'll get nothing from me.
That's a real shame. No one's better suited for this job than you. Evidence in his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Trophy earned, riddle me this. Okay, well, she's obviously found out. There it is, the end of episode 1. So she obviously found out that Batman was Bruce Wayne. Okay, you and the 61.9% of players worked with Waller in a way that was strained. She was not happy when you defended Gordon. She was furious that you helped the witness get away. Because you went behind her back to talk to Maury, she will work with you, but begrudgingly. You and 58.6% of players left John ecstatic. At the funeral, he was hurt when you dragged him away. He was proud of himself that he chose a card you liked. He was absolutely ecstatic that you agreed to meet his friends. You and 31% of players left Alfred grieving. He was proud when you thought of Gotham before yourself. Not showing him the video of Lucius dying has left him start grieving. Let him start grieving. He was shocked that you disregarded the law to get the drive. You and 55.6% of players left Eamon traumatized. She was impressed that you stood up to Waller. She appreciated your honest answers to her questions. She is traumatized by the torture she endured at the hands of the Riddler. You and 77.7% of players saw Gordon become steadfast. He appreciated you backing him up in front of Waller. He was glad that you trusted him with the truth. Because you took his side against Waller's, he is steadfastly loyal to you. Very nice. You and 77.9% of players left Tiffany furious. She was thrilled when you told her she could help with the puzzle box. At the funeral, she was consoled when you expressed your concern for her. But because you told her the truth about endangering Lucius, she now feels betrayed. What did you tell Gordon about your connection to Lucius? You and 82% of players confessed to Gordon that Lucius was an ally. 9.9% of players told Gordon you could not talk about Lucius. 1.6% of players were silent when Gordon asked you about Lucius. So I obviously was the top one. Did you choose to visit Maury or Eli? You and 74.3% of players chose to visit Maury for information on Riddler. We chose right there. How did you get the drive from Maury? So we were 43%, 43.7% made the deal. Did you save E-Man or the agents? You and 71.5% of players sacrificed E-Man in order to save the other agents. Okay. So we should be able to continue with this. Hold on, guys. We will be back. Okay, so by the looks of things, we need to purchase the next episode. So what I can say on this so far. So we've played, obviously we started the Telltale games episodes of Batman. What we didn't realise is I thought we'd be starting the whole game. But in fact we've actually started from the last time I played it, so that was completely all new to me. So while I need to purchase, obviously it's saying I need to purchase the rest of the episodes. So we are going to be doing this. So what we will be doing, because we won't be able to purchase that until next month, unfortunately. So it should let us. Okay, guys. So this is the decision I've made. So because we've obviously got this first episode complete, this will be uploaded, this will be all put on YouTube, but I'm going to post it onto YouTube, and then there's going to be a gap. So there's going to be a gap of about 3 weeks of when we next play our next episode for Batman Telltale, the Telltale series, because unfortunately I'm not able to get the rest of the episodes at this moment. I was certain we could do the storyline, excuse me, before we play this one, but obviously because we've advanced as far as we have now, I don't think we can go back. So what I will be doing is I will be starting on the Wolf Among Us in the next story mode walkthrough, and then we will continue playing that up until we finish that. And once we've done that, we will be getting back onto our episode part 2 of Batman the Telltale series. So unfortunately, guys, you know, things happen. I do apologise about that, but I have really enjoyed this. It is completely fresh to me. What we've learned, obviously, is the Riddler is dead now. We teamed up with the Joker in the end. One of the main agents we left death, and obviously the head police officer demissioned Gordon, who was the main police commissioner. And so she's deranked him, but she knows about Batman and Bruce Wayne and all this information. So she can basically use that to her advantage. But we're still going to go against her. We don't trust the agency at this moment in time, even though we saved them. But anyway, what I will say is that it's a fantastic game so far. As said, the next walkthrough I'll be doing is obviously the Wolf Among Us. We're playing, I'm not sure how many parts to that, but this will be being uploaded onto my YouTube, and then we will eventually get onto our part 2 at the start of next month, or when we finish The Wolf Among Us. In the meantime, we're playing with Evil Darkness and now All Gamer 099, which is Louis. What we'll be playing with Louis is FIFA 21, and with Evil Darkness it's going to be between Fortnite, I would say it's, yes, between Fortnite, the Division 1, we need to finish that. Division 2 is another game we're obviously introducing next month, and we also need to play Neverwinter. So that's all the games that we've got coming up in the future. If you've enjoyed the content so far, guys, then give me a follow, I would appreciate it. But for now, I will be getting off. I hope you have a good night, and I will catch you in the next stream. Peace out.